Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a Leetcode easy question that I solved almost a year ago, so it's good time to review it to see if I can solve it again. So this one's called max consecutive ones. So you're given a binary array nums, so that means either zeros or ones. It looks like an integer array, and we want to return an integer denoting the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array. So pretty straightforward, just as long as there's not a zero in between, then you can call this a group. Doesn't look like it wraps around here, so here that would be 2, and you would just return 2. So cool. So the first thought that comes to mind is just to sort of group the indexes of the ones using a list, because there's going to be more than one is going to appear in more than one location. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 multiple indexes corresponding to 1. So let's go ahead and loop over nums and append the actual index to the right side of the value. And let's print D. Cool. So now the goal is to find the longest. So let's call this target is D of 1. Let's print target, and I don't know if there's an edge case where 1 doesn't exist in the array. Looks like it always exists, so that's good. So now we can just say we just want to keep track of the longest consecutive sequence of indices. So here that's a breakage point, breakage point, breakage point, index 1, index 4. So how to do that? Why don't we just create like a DP array? Because we know at least this is going to be 1, 1, right? These are the indexes of ones. So DP times length of target. And then say that this is 1 more than the previous. So we just make this 2. And then this is not, so we don't. This is 1 more than the previous, so make this 2. 1 more than the previous, so plus equal to 1. Make this 3. So then the maximum in that DP array would be 3. So the array would go like this. 1, 2, 3, and then the maximum would be 3. So that's just my first thought from looking at this. And here we would just have 1. So the difference is more than 1, so still 1. The difference is exactly 1, so dp of I minus 1 plus 1, which is 2. This is more than 1, so that stays as 1, so the maximum would be 2. So 3 and 2. Cool, so let's go over I in range 1 length of target, because dp is the same length as target, and if targets of I is equal to target I minus 1 plus 1, the difference is 1 less than the 1 more than the previous, then we can say dp of I equals dp of I minus 1 plus 1, right? Let's print dp. Cool, so then we can just return max of dp, right? So let's submit this. Okay, so I guess there's a case where, so if 1 not in nums, then just return empty array, right? Okay. Return integer, so 0, because there's not a single 1 to form any sequence like in this DP array. So submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. So again, I'm really happy I was able to solve this one on my own after about a year. So it's good to review. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.